Are you on a war footing yet? Well, you may be saying when you get conscripted. Oh, yes, there's a lot of talk about conscription at the moment, yeah. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest. Whose war would we be fighting? Would we be fighting a war for our own defence, or would we be fighting somebody else's war? Or a war that we've, well, interfered with? Or a war that we've actually caused through decades of our interference? Makes you wonder, don't it? But also, who are the benefactors here? Obviously the arms industry will do very well out of a war, won't they? But look at the global trade. You know, look what we did to India for the same reasons. We invaded India just so we can take what they got. Yeah, we raped and pillaged them. We did pretty much the same thing in World War II. We starved the Indian people to death so we could steal their food. Well, you see, it does make me wonder who we would be actually fighting for. Would we be fighting for the security and safety of the British people? Or would we be fighting for the corporations? Since they're the ones who want to facilitate their global trade. Now, it might sound a bit insular, we do really need to be looking at, well, sourcing our goods and our materials and everything closer to home, like we used to when we were in the EU, yes. It was a bit easier back then. But now, we're heavily relying on the Red Sea. And look what's going on in the Red Sea. The Houthi rebels are firing missiles at our oil tankers. In fact, it's only just been put out. This is just madness. And, oh crikey, the Jewish Post has reported that the UK and the US has already started a bombing campaign, missiles and all that, against Yemen. Yeah, our news don't tell us that. I don't know if it's true or not, I don't know, that's just what they reported. I might have got the wrong end of the stick, you know. But it was, don't know who to believe, do you, to be fair? But see, the thing is, you see, we are so reliant on this global trade, and we're affected by so many factors. Now, currently, we're getting a lot of our oil via India, and which India's getting a lot of that oil from Russia, and it's got big tankers and what have you, and you know, and heads to us. But we can't get it to us without risk, like that oil tanker that belongs to Oceanic Services Limited. It's been caught along it, you know. What's going to happen to all that oil? Who's going to transport it now? Who's going to want to go down through the Red Sea? Yet again, well, if we can't go through the Red Sea, how are we going to get round? How are we going to get it from there, from the east, to us in the UK, or also Europe as well? In the EU. We're going to have to go around the Horns. Yeah, get a horny, get around, go all the way around Africa. It's going to add weeks to the journey. Pushes up prices, doesn't it? You know, the cost of fuel, additional fuel, the cost to the environment, all that additional fuel. Those oil tankers, they don't have sails, you know. No. they have engines the size of your house and bigger. They're massive. Crikey. Actually, there's one subscriber on this channel who actually he sails on the old oil rigs, merchant fleet and all that. My old man, he wasn't a dustman, no, or dustman. My old man's a dustman, he wears a dustman's hat. No, he wasn't, he was a boat builder. But before that, he was in the merchant fleet, travelling all over the place, and travelled one end of the ship to the other on a push bike. Years ago that was, when he was a kid, teenager. Well, what was it, 18? No, he was 19 at the time. So anyway, so the idea of this government getting me, or you, to actually fight in a war for which they caused, and also in a dependence, our dependence that's been created by the Tories, literally, through Brexit. Most of us didn't want that, Okay, 52% voted for Brexit. Okay, but they're numpties, you see. You can't help that. And they can't help it either. I think it's time we forgave them, It's cognitive dissonance, isn't it, Maybe not, no, bastards. Anyway, people wondering on the dog walk, to keep an eye on the dogs at the same time, especially my Wally. But it's very worrying anyway. And the thing that worries me, obviously, is my children, They still live in the UK. I scarpered to France. I don't mean to say I couldn't still be conscripted. No. Coming for the post, couldn't it? I'd hide. I'd dig a bunker. That's what I'd do. Maybe I should anyway. Blimey me. What say you? How do you feel about being conscripted? If you're under 60, that is. And how do you feel about the UK getting involved in wars, offshore wars, which pretty much, we're interfering with, and we're part, okay, we're trying to protect our trade and what have you, because we have to, because we're now getting things from further afield because of Brexit, more and more and more. I ain't panning out, is it? Can we Badadoc? No. Plonkers. Rely me. Anyway, it's time for me to go. I need to catch up with my dogs, Yeah. And I'll get out of breath. Toodaloo. Leave in the comments down below. If you want to support the channel, do it on Patreon or buy us a coffee. And the link's down below. And yeah, I'll keep the channel alive, basically. I can't do it without your help. I really can't. So, and I thank those of you who have already supported the channel. Yeah, but also a rewilding project. It's going well, isn't it? All these trees, only planted them last week. How big have they got? No, obviously not. But yeah, we're doing the rewilding here. There's 1,000 trees on 2 hectares of land. You'll be a part of that. There's a GoFundMe link down below where you can have your very own tree. Compensate for all the missiles that have been with depleted uranium, what have you. Munitions, that is, depleted uranium emissions, destroying our planet. Well, in our planet, is it really? We're just custodians, really. Toodaloo.